Hello everyone, my name is Kalia Durso, and this is my real-world design analysis. This is the building I will be doing today. Do a little close-up there for you guys. It is a retail and apartment building that was just put up in my town, so a little bit of history about it. My town has become a very big tourist attraction in the past, I'd say like 5-8 years. We're about an hour north of New York City, so we get a lot of tourists, and we're getting a lot of people moving here from New York City. So a lot of buildings like this are being built in our town, and a lot of people from my town like to call them gentrification buildings. So we will be analyzing my gentrification building. So first, we have the lines. There are many vertical lines. As you can see here, it's mainly just vertical lines. We have vertical lines here. We have the vertical lines of all the windows. You have the vertical lines that separate the different like flat panels. Yeah, and even in the buildings in the background, they're all vertical lines. There's really no curvy or diagonal lines. It's very stoic. It's kind of boring to look at. It's not really that exciting. So then next we have shape. Shape, it's all very geometric. There's really no organic shapes. The only curve in the shaping are these little small archways that you probably can't see, but they're little small archways over the windows. So overall, it's very geometric. It's a lot of squares, a lot of rectangles, and up here at the top, there's a few triangular shapes. Then we have form. So the one thing that is nice about the form of this building is that here is the focal point. Here at the corner, it's kind of a hexagon that comes out, like a half hexagon that comes out on the side, instead of being a boring corner of like a normal rectangular prism building. It becomes this little circle making a focal point, and on top there's a pyramid that points up and kind of draws your eye up to it, and it makes it look very tall. So it draws your eye in and also makes it look a lot bigger, because even just adding this little point at the top kind of just like stretches the building up, because it's all collapsing, all coming together right at the top. So then next we have space. So due to the photo of this angle, it makes the building look very large. So you can see these other buildings in the background. They look very small compared to this building. Not only are they a lot shorter than this building, both missing about 2 to 3 stories, they're also just very thin compared to this building. This building is very big. It takes up a lot of space. As you can see, it takes up a lot of space. It's stories above other buildings, and it's also on a corner. The thing about it being a corner that's very cool is that most buildings, you can only see the storefront, like that. But this building, you can see this side, you can see all of these sides, and you can see this side, which makes it feel a lot bigger. It makes it feel like it's like a focal point of that street or that block. You have this very big, modern building. So then we have color. Mostly the color is pretty boring. It's just a brick color, and these buildings back here are also made out of brick, but they're painted brick and they're a lot more exciting. They have these white shutters, or this one's white and has very long windows. It gives it something more exciting to look at. This has just brick, just brown brick, and then the windows are black. And then up here, which I do think is pretty nice, is these panels that are painted like a matte black that contrast nicely with the brick. But I feel like there should be more. It looks very thrown in, and it kind of looks a little messy. Like, why is it there? Why is there just a random matte black, modern at the top of this building? So then we also have texture. The brick is going to be a very rough texture. You can just visualize it because this building is made out of brick, and then does contrast with the smooth matte black here up at the top of this building. Also, I forgot to say this about color. The one nice thing about the color in this picture that's showing off this building is that it contrasts very nicely with these very bright blue and greens in the background. And it makes it stand out more because it's a more muted color. If it was taken on a foggy day, it wouldn't be as exciting and pop out. Okay, and then lastly we have movement. There really isn't much movement that I can really take from the building, but one thing that is cool is that the brick kind of looks like it's static on a TV. It's very like fuzzy, and because it's all multicolored, like it kind of blurs together. So it kind of gives you the feeling that the building's like ever moving, you know, stuff like that. But overall, it's just a very basic building. not much going on, not many bright colors, and then there's weird matte black that's kind of come out from nowhere. So this is my real world analysis of our gentrification building. Thank you for watching.